Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Tonight, we here at Team Fortress TV are bringing you week 5 of ESEA Invite. We have Ford Gaming versus Not Interested here this fine night. Pretty big match, honestly. Both these teams need this win a very large amount. Joining me, co-caster, samiface. Sammy, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic, my man. How you been? It's been a while.
It has. No, it definitely has. I am doing excellent. I'm ready to see some good TF2. We got a beautiful map, sunshine tonight, and as I mentioned before, just two teams who really, really need this win. Like it's kind of cool that this game can shape a lot of how Invite plays out this season. So uh, not interested. Coming off, let's put it this way. The most interesting part about Not Interested is the players they have on that team. We know them. We were speaking on this before. It's like, some old 20B guys and stuff like that. Like, it's people that have played together a lot. And I don't think their record is, respective of how good these guys are. So any match they go into, I think they're going to give it a hell of a shot. So we're going to see how it goes.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be quite keen, contrary to the name.
Oh, for sure.
But we'll have to wait and see on it. But I'm excited to see how it plays out because it does seem like a pretty even match, which always makes for good TF2.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you get to see the fun stuff, double spike, back caps, and things like this.
The first match I got to watch did the season. I got to do it on Sunshine, and I think it was when Mustard Overlord was making his Invite debut or something like that on this map specifically, and I have never seen more backstabs. So we may get some more. I would not be against that. Sometimes that's interesting and funny to watch. So I ain't no qualms with that. I do think we will see some perhaps sniper spy play back and forth. These teams know each other well. I'm excited though. So we do have 12 in the server, which is it is TF2. But we will be bringing you this match soon. I guess we can go through the rosters real quick. We do have on our friends Ford Gaming, Sandblast, Mr. Saigai, Trip, Bear, Pudis, Mr. Yosh himself decides to name himself Pudis, so we have that. And finally, Jarrett. You want to take the not interested roster?
Yes, the super keen gamer roster. We have 20B Ash, Mr. Corsa, Kryptonite, Patty, Stock, and your man, Ninja Nick. The man, the myth, the legend.
My man, Ninja Nick. No, Ninja Nick is the multiple experiences that seriously, the man, the myth, the legend. The multiple experiences I have had with Ninja Nick, meeting him, playing games like that. Excellent human specimen. So it's nice to see these guys in this potentially, last season more or less of Invite decide to play together again because they always have. They've like spread out on some different teams, but seeing a lot of them playing together again is beautiful. I'm excited to see them pull it together.
Yeah, no, it's last season. Well, I mean, last season of this, right? New beginnings.
Oh, we'll call that new. It is. No, seriously, it is new beginnings. So like, there's the more I think about it, sometimes like, yeah, there won't be. We won't have ESEA perhaps something like this, but we know how this community works, and easily we will be pulling something nice together. So these teams, they'll be playing together, just in perhaps slightly different form, slightly different league. But the funny part is, we're in week 5. That's halfway through the season, and if we take a look at how Invite is shaping up right now, I'll just go through it real quick. Ascent sitting there at 7-0 after beating Froyo on Granary. That's what more can you ask for? What more can you ask for?
That's spicy. That is spicy.
No, this seriously is super spicy. That makes this season so cool. It makes that season so fun because, not saying we don't want to see Froyo Tech win everything like they do, but seeing them get a loss kind of this early in the season to their rivals is pretty interesting. So Ascent first, Froyo second. Ford Gaming comes in at 6-1 with the 3rd seed right now. So they need to get this game. They need to potentially win this game to just solidify that top 4. If they get this is like an exclamation win. It more or less says, unless something awful happens and they lose out, they should be maybe not guaranteed a playoff spot, but pretty close. Now, on the other half, our friends Not Interested, they're at 2-4. And like we were saying, that's like lower than people thought they would be this season. I know they're maybe rotating Patty around and trying to put him on, last I heard, like maybe Soldier or something like that. So maybe it's just they're having a few class issues they need to fix. But if they get a win here against this 6-1 team, all of a sudden, for how the 4th seed is working, they're back. And they could easily take that 4th seed. So like I mentioned earlier, the game is huge for both teams.
No, it definitely has an impact on how playoffs are going to shape up, for sure.
Yeah, so, and let's take a look at Ford Gaming's, we'll take a look at their most recent. So they started out quite hot. They started out win against Uninterested, who they already played. It was 2-3 on Granary. So these guys have played before. It was on Granary, and it was a barn burner 3-2 game. But that was Ford's first game of the season. They did win that, and they proceeded to rally off 4 more wins before finally getting their first loss to Froyo Tech. And it wasn't an awful loss. It was 5-2. It wasn't just getting completely blown out.
Yeah, then, it's definitely something when you're up against Froyo Tech to be able to take a couple of rounds. Definitely says something about where you are in the lineup.
Yeah, for sure. And the thing is, though, after they lose the Froyo, after they use the Froyo 5-2, they come back and they get a win. Yes, it was a forfeit win versus King's Crew. Rest in peace, King's Crew. I don't know if everybody out there knows, but the announcement did come out yesterday. 29th? Yeah, 28th yesterday.
Wait, living under a rock, not reading TFTV? Who doesn't read TFTV every day? Come on, man.
You should be refreshing it. You should wake up, sit at your computer, not even type in Team Fortress TV. You should open your browser.
That's my homepage.
Oh, you fucking know it. Yeah, it should be your homepage. So
how else am I gonna find out what the dankest memes are? Come on, man.
No, it's no other place in Team Fortress TV, to be honest. So we did see that news article, though. We do have our first invite casualty of this season. Luke's crew, they're just not going to play ESEA anymore. Now, what they did tell us, though, they are going to continue for RGB. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. It's just a side note. So it is interesting to see the invite. I don't know. The invite just gets smaller. It makes it even more tough because now each team is going to have a forfeit win versus King's Crew, and it's going to spread out evenly. So, games like this matter even a lot more.
Do you think any of these teams are going to come out to Europe for the Big I series?
Oh, God. It's really hard to say Froyo.
Froyo to wait until like a week before and then be like, you know what, no, we're going to pass.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see a tweet earlier today about the I-Series stuff being announced. So it's like, nobody's too eager. None of these, at least North American teams, unfortunately, are too eager to jump on it and, start their fundraisers or whatever. But we have to see. The I-Series are amazing lands. We have to see some North American representation. And I think if not this season, when these teams are already busting their ass because it's the last ESEA season, I actually think it is bringing teams a lot closer together. When else are they going to do it? When else will they do it? Like if you're going to go out to Europe and you want to fight, why not do it during the season when you're already busting your ass? So
Yeah, and then you get to also meet the other half of the community that otherwise you don't get the opportunity to rub shoulders with. And I think there's a couple guys in here that have been. Patty and Bear, I know both went to I-Series, and they had a whale of a time.
How could you not? Seriously, some of the TF2, and anytime a TF2 LAN is brought up in general, I tell people all the time, you just have to go. You have to go. Once you experience one and once you go to one, I promise everybody, just go to one. Not even if you're going to play. Just go to maybe spec or say hi or something like that. You become addicted and you just want to go over and over and over again. The highlights become when is LAN time, So, I mean, seriously, anybody there who has never been to a TF2 LAN, I strongly consider it. We do have one coming up in the East Coast. You're on your 9th.
Copenhagen was my 9th.
Oh, my God. 9 LANs. That's
3
impressive.
years.
9 in 3 years. I think you might have the record there. So that's a testament to how damn fun LANs are. Seriously, seeing these people that you play with, against, and with, and you spend so much time with all the time, every day, seeing them in person, being able to hang out and actually fight together it's a really cool thing.
Yeah, and I think the thing that everybody enjoys particularly about I-Series is the ability to just watch people play the games and then go buy your favorite player a beer. It's great.
Seriously,
can't do that in other games.
Huge. I did see something. I saw something I was very happy with. Set up fast. He's going live soon. So we are starting, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, week 5. So Ford Gaming versus our friends Not Interested. Both these teams absolutely need to win this. Big playoff implications. So here we go. We'll start with the Jarrett cam. thrown in there. A little LOL spam coming off from both teams. Gets a nice sticky there. Doesn't really hit anything with it. Has to dodge Stock sticky. Stock gets sealed up. Jared's throwing more stickies down. He's trying to deny the soldier jumping up right. He's on 81 hit points. He has to be careful. He's almost nailing the meta out there. Getting the buff again, pushing forward. We'll see if they can maybe take advantage of this, maybe move forward a little bit more. The soldiers are getting counter jump.
Yeah, we saw Ash try to do a flank there. It didn't work out too well, but it did draw their attention away for long enough for his team to be able to get healed up a little bit. And because of that, we're now seeing them be able to walk across point and move forward. So that was actually quite a nice mid from them, being able to just walk on through to second. It looks like they're not even going to slow their roll.
No, they're not at all. And that soldier kryptonite stays alive. That's insane. He's pushing that far in against the medic and somebody else and still stayed alive. Now, Blue does have their counter Uber. We're going to see if Bear wants to send it out. I do think Sandblast might get caught out here. That's bad. Instead, ends up getting a pick on Stock, which is even more huge. Now they're able to posture up and push up. Maybe push up the steps. We'll see if anybody gets dropped here. Covers the demo perfectly. Beautiful multi-bear. Switches it back to Sai. We'll see if Sai jumps up. May get denied. Gets one rocket on the medic. Oh, God. Any follow-up would be huge here. So maybe some stickies on the medic. Nothing. Medic gets out, potentially in the back.
Now Bear has no fear. Like he just walked right up to them like with 100% and just nah, I'm not gonna pop till you pop, buddy. Held on to it, kept his guys buffed, just let him walk into them and die. That was very ballsy.
Oh, it was ballsy. It ballsy and paid off. Look at that. Because of that play, they're now pushing in a mid. We're going to see if Red has anything to say about that. They're actually, Ninjanik's actually behind in Uber right now. So I think they realize that and they kind of just want to move everybody back. You know, you want to be safe here. If Red were to lose a member here, you give up 2 for free. And they're not about that life. They're actually, as long as they spam effectively and they're building consistently, I do think Red's going to have their counter Uber for this fight.
I'm more concerned that they're going to bleed here because the bleeding is what we saw happen just when they were on the other second point, and if Not Interested starts bleeding again, they could have some problems. Ooh, Tripboy taken down on the flank trying to get at the medic there, but Ninjanik was not having it. And now they're up a man pick, and both teams have Uber.
Yeah, we're going to see if they're maybe going to send a sack in. They do have some people hanging out in Cafe. They're kind of spamming early, telegraphing they're going to come out there. But the soldier, oh, Corsa, my goodness. Absolutely sneaky and lands on the that was absolutely insane. He got flung up in the air, strafed perfectly, comes down, boom, bam, boom, medic down. What can you even do on your bear? Like, you're not going to pop there. Oh, my God.
The last dregs of F-150 trying to make something happen, but they're not getting it, Nick. He's too good, too smooth. Alright, so we're going to see Not Interested kind of reform here in Cafe, get their heals, walk into mid with a little bit of confidence. They're going to get their spawns, and they're going to take mid, or, ooh, it's going to be contested by F-150. Spawns came a little earlier.
F-150 ride in. We got some rocky terrain. Doesn't matter. They got all-terrain tires. Let's see what we got moving in. Oh, my goodness. Wait, no, they finally get out. Is this just a weird, like, pseudo counter push? They are jumping a soldier and trying to get a big fat rocket onto Patty, and ooh, he goes down from that one. So
see, this is really unfortunate because Nick had to pop his Uber there in Flowers, and that means they're at a significant disadvantage. So I think they might cap and back up. No, they're gonna stay in. I'd be a little scared if I were them. Like, everyone knows they just use Uber, and they've got 40 disad now.
Yeah, no, I would have liked to see Bear be in a position with his team right now to move in, knowing that they are. It's just a little slow. I don't like how slow this push is coming. It's giving Red time to get their reinforcements. A very early pop. He does cover everybody effectively. Blue is moving up. We'll see if any of their target focus can come into play here. You see that?
You see this back cap? You see this back cap?
Yeah,
we got 2 on the back cap.
What are they going to do about this? Oh,
they only got 1 scout on it. I don't think they're going to be able to get it.
Not at all. Oh, no. He may lose his fight, too. Nope. Oh, wow. That was,
unlucky.
Talk about flipping a point, like, talk about flipping a, oh God, Ninjanik does have the Uber here moving in.
Ooh, Bear goes down!
Oh
it was
no.
very nice. Of course it takes, actually it was Patty took down Bear on that one. That was nuts. Oh, it goes down, unfortunate.
Yeah, so it kind of resets everything here. Nate, the funny part is, after Bear went down, Nick was running in with Uber. I'm very surprised he put himself in a position to get picked after that. Needs to be a little more conscientious of that, perhaps. Maybe the team wasn't aware of the numbers, a little comm issue, but needless to say, we're
there's a lot of
kind of
confusion
even
on that one.
Yeah, there was a lot of confusion on that one. No, it's not often you see a double back cap with 1x classes like that. Or I guess it was 3x's that just got there, but like, you just don't usually see that.
You don't usually see the whole flank go for back cap. Just, yeah, it was a little bizarre, but it was the great equalizer. I mean, we ended up, they're back on their second point again, but they just delayed another, what, 5 minutes with that.
Yeah, no, wonderful. So they now Nick's sitting on half Uber. Our old F-150 crew Bear, he's sitting on 70. I don't think they're gonna really push off of it, especially as long as Ash is kind of spamming pretty effectively here. It's nice to see Ash posted up there saying nobody better even peek, otherwise you're taking a lot of damage. He is hitting some nice spam. We still have yet to see an off class, I'm pretty sure. So
I was
wouldn't
just
come in
thinking
here.
that.
Yeah,
Just thinking that, like, where's the super?
I know.
Ooh, high bomb.
Oh, what's he
Coming
gonna
in
do?
for Twit Boy, and he does nothing.
Does nothing. All right. Well, I mean, we knew where his heart was. You got a sack here. We're going to see the counter sack, though. Kryptonite's coming in. We're going to see if he can hit maybe a double jump out of here. Instead, he spams. He did it once again. Every time he's going for a sack.
But no one's looking at Ash.
Oh, no.
He high bombs in behind. Oh, goes down as well.
Yeah. Complaining about that play that they're doing of Kryptonite over there in Cafe, like pushing in. So more or less what I realize they're doing now is he is just spamming all these rockets instead of going for a double jump. And Corsa is just sneaking in back right. How he dropped the medic last time when he got flung into the air, he literally was doing that same play again. Like all the eyes were turned on that soldier. He just went out right. Now Blue is going to be pushing in here with a even Ubers, but a man advantage. So we'll see if they can take out the gun before it gets built. Early Uber from Ninja Nick. Oh my, he went down to 40 hit points. So they're definitely going to get the worst Uber here.
A lot of flashing coming from the side of Bear, though. The Super's over already, and they haven't gotten a frag yet, so they've really got to start getting some kills before things start to happen here.
Yeah, no, they are. They're losing too many people. We'll see if JR can maybe hit some fat stickies. It doesn't matter if he does sticky. One solo sticky just doesn't do enough. Is he going to go down? No, he does make it out. We do see Ash coming down from underneath. Trip sees a soldier fly over him. Red's trying to push out here. Do you see this on the balcony? They're kind of acting like they want it out.
Yeah, I don't think that's the best move maybe now, necessarily, but they're getting ballsy all the same. They're going to try and cap this point, but I think pretty quickly F-150 is going to realize they've got the man advantage and they can just walk right in.
No, they don't even have Uber yet. We'll see if Ninja Nick can maybe get his. I don't think he's going to post it up there. He needs to be careful. Damn. Something I just realized.
They do get the cap.
Yeah, that was impressive. That's a sneaky little cap they got there. Now the big question, have their team split up, half are inside, half are outside. Because of that, they do have to Uber here. We're going to see if they can get the counter Uber out. I do think Bear's going to have a better Uber, only by proxy of the fact that there is nobody to multi-Uber. So it's going to be more or less a solo. He does get out safely. Did you see that at the end? That was kind of interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they realized pretty quick that they weren't going to win that, and they just started melting away. Interesting. I think they're losing the DM fight, but they're winning the brain game. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. We're gonna see how they're gonna posture up maybe to push into 2 now. Being at not really advantage, we're gonna see if maybe they raw push. I do see a soldier going in. Ash is going in for a huge bomb. The other soldier's kind of distracting by jumping in the air. Ash may make it out alive. Nah, Kryptonite goes down. This is kind of just a null push right now. They're just gonna send everything they have. Not being at an Uber advantage, they have to be very careful here. Ninja Nick's losing people.
Yeah, Corsa's too hurt to be there, but he's in anyway, on the medic. No stopping this guy.
No, not at all. He's
Nick survive!
Oh no. Oh, Nick. I did not like that. So they were pushed in there on like 70% and they lost 1 or 2 people and they still just tried to kite. And when you're going against players of this caliber, our F-150 boys, it's a little hard to kite there sometimes.
Yeah, so you can't really kite a blob too. Like, I mean, you can to a certain extent, but you better not bleed. Like, if they're blobbed and you bleed, you're done.
You're done, son, and that's exactly what happened right there. So we're going to see if Red can... Of course, he's in kind of a nice position, scouting out. We're going to see if Red can do anything. The Blue is jamming through Cafe pretty hard. They're scouting everything out. It's going to be interesting to see how Red wants to take care of it, because they know they're at a huge Uber disadvantage. So I don't want to see anybody get picked here, and I would like to see an early Uber pop. See where Ash is hanging out? In forward spawn, he's going to try to get something done here.
He's a sneaky boy.
Yeah,
he back spawns.
Back spawns, and they get the Uber out. Exactly what they needed to do. But Ninja Nick goes down. They got the Uber out, but Ninja Nick took his eye away from side for 1 second, flies into him, and just destroys him, completely demolishes him. And I do think Blue may get... I do think they're going to get the first cap here of the game. With Ninja Nick being down and then moving out of all these heals, we're going to need some hero play, and there's just nobody alive to do it.
I think Corsa went behind to try and block second, but he didn't get there in time. But it was a good move, because I think he could have taken that scout down if he had gotten there just like 1 second earlier. But it was a good try, honestly. Like, if you're all dead and 4 on last, like, you might as well try to block.
Oh, I agree.
There's not much he could have done on last. Anyway.
And it's testament to how close this game is. If he gets there a second, if it's a second different, then, it's... goes the other way. So Trip looks like he may be going up for a big high bomb here. No, instead Ash flies right into him. They're just trading right now. Kryptonite and Ash are both pushing up. Trip with the high bomb, 1 rocket on the med, 2 rockets on the med, 3 rockets on the med. Done. Beautiful pick there. We're going to see if they can potentially... I was about to say they're going to see if they can potentially get the other med, but Kinda already happened.
Yeah, Patty did some spring cleaning there. Like, I just seeing this kid gobbling around on the floor, just picking up frags.
Oh, man,
That was pretty fun to watch. He legit just hung out like in the little valley underneath the point and just started taking meat shots at everything. Ooh, that was
shades
pretty
of
nice.
our friend Sizer. That's the Sizer special right there. So it is interesting to see this many years later how much tactics like that do pay off.
Yeah, it looks like Nick has a little ad, but not much. They're gonna try to put up a fight here in a second, but I feel like it's weird having Bear out this far exposed at the time like this. I wonder if they're gonna back up a little bit or... Ooh! Ooh! All the frags! Never mind!
Yeah, I know. I wasn't expecting that either. Yeah, so we're going to see if are they going to potentially try to move back in the middle. I don't think they need to, but Ninja Nick, they only do have 3 people, and they don't really have a scout with them, so they actually are backing up. Wow, what another weird push. It's kind of biting them right now. They have to back up to 2 for that. He does have Uber. Looks like they're going to maybe try to solo this demo in or fling the demo. Oh, it's a crit!
Oh, they gotta go fast.
Oh,
gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Oh, God, that was absolutely huge. Beautiful call from them, and they've lost so little amount of people. If you keep Nick alive here, and there is somebody on him, has to be careful. There's one scout. Ooh.
Unfortunate. And they were trying to body block that. Like, I don't think they were aware he was necessarily there, but there was definitely, once it was called, there was some trying to body block of it, but it was just, they weren't quick enough.
Yeah, that's a good call by Nick. I do like, I should know that. I should have known Nick was going to pull out the crits already. So, and almost him dying there may be worth it. I don't know if they wanted to be stuck with crits still. It's never obviously worth it when your medic dies, but like, it's a little hard to crits into 2 on this map. Did you see that?
Nice sack from Kryptonite. Med goes down, and they took down Tripway just for good measure. So, really, all they're gonna do here is fling their bodies at Nick. So as long as they blob, this should be fine. They should be able to kill these players and then have an easy second point.
Oh man, I was gonna say that, but there's just too much damage on Nick. That was impressive. His team was kind of hanging him out to dry there. You don't like to see that.
And the blob only works if you blob, friends.
They definitely weren't. So we're going to see if they can salvage anything out of this. They do get a pick on Jarrett, which means you can at least defend up until your medic gets back here. Unfortunately, they're all in very low health. If anybody sees Patty, he's absolutely going down. Oh, they finally get him. So Patty down, my friends. I don't like them pushing to the right here. I do think they need to be careful, even if Ash... no, I was about to say Ash better not jump in. He jumped back. Need to hold the high ground here, my friend. It looks like he is.
Yeah.
Damn. So they're pushing.
This is almost even. This has got to still be crits. This is building way too quickly. So look, he must still be on the crits.
Oh, he switched back. They're just effectively building. I'm shocked too, because you know, I definitely have seen my fair share of matches where nickel crits. It'll work okay. You know, they may get a killer with it. He'll die, and it'll just keep coming up crits over and over again. Being down 1-0, maybe they just kind of want to go back to basics. But you're right. All of a sudden they have another counter.
Oh, that is an ugly Uber. Unfortunate. Unlucky for Bear. I'm not sure what popped him there. He definitely got flung in the air, for sure, but it was as Not Interested was exiting, too, so once they saw the pop go off, they just heal back up, push back in, they take second, they have no one dead on their side. As long as they can keep Nick healthy, they're in good position.
Yeah, and we speak on that. Nick's on half health, going down bottom. Are they going to try to push into last year? I think they are going to try to... They're going to try to raw this, you know.
They haven't seen the gun yet.
They haven't seen the gun. Oh, the gun is just taking a little too long to kill, and because of that, they're getting picks. This is probably not going to be a good push, unless... maybe Patty calls to go back in. Looks like they're going upper right now. Can he sneak in? Can he get on the point? Now he gets caught out by a scout. Just needs any help here. They need to be careful. Pushing in like this could really backfire.
Yeah, at this point, like, lobby's too dangerous of a place to be. They're still waiting on their respawn. He's here now. They're going to heal up, and we'll see who decides to push first. This is pretty even. Ubers. There's not that much ad on the side of Ford.
No, and we'll see if they can take advantage of it at all. I don't think you do in this position. They're just going to try to sack a player. They're up 1-0 right now. There is no position. There's under no true obligation to perhaps push out. I do expect a off class, and lo and behold, they're actually going for the Sandblast spy play. So he may be checking the beam still. He might just be checking the beam and checking for off classes. Yeah, he is. And I guess that makes sense. You know, you've seen him go crits before anyway. You may as well check it. So he does come up as Putis right now. So revved up. It's going to be really hard to push into this. Yeah, a little less exciting. They do have the NG.
He was just checking.
NG heavy setup. Parking the truck more or less.
Seventh man is down. No more sentry for you.
Not
And he's
wrong.
down again. There's nothing more frustrating as an NG on last than having your gun just be constantly dead. Ooh, a lot of good picks on the side, not interested on the left here, but they are hurt and they did not get out.
Something at least.
Nick's looking to leave. Nick does not want to be a part of this right now. He wants to get out of town, keep this Uber, and get their spawns.
Yeah, you should have moved back a little quicker. Well, I guess he got out when he needed to. They did lose a person because of that. I do like what Course is doing here, just turning heads, trying to keep Blue honest and keep them back in their base. We do need to be careful. We're going to see how Red pushes in here. My question is, who's going to take the Uber? It is kind of, there's a lot going on Kryptonite right now. We're going to see if perhaps he gets Ubered and jumps in. They do know there's a trap up here is the problem, so it looks like they are rotating. You can't really push through that upper right. They may try to fling left. But everything they're doing, they're just kind of taking their time doing it. They're not. There's no real. They're giving Blue time to turn their head. So you know.
Yeah, it's making them anxious. Like you can see how like anxious they are waiting for this push to come. They don't know why they're waiting. I think it's making them suspicious. Like, did they get a spy? Did they get a sniper? Why are they waiting? Why haven't they pushed? Oh, they have a heavy. That's a Pootis patty.
Oh no! And they because of that, you do not see that often. I actually want to see how they're going to defend with this with a heavy on too. That's a really interesting call when you're down 0-1. Like aggressively parking the bus on your opponent's second to last cap when you need to cap yourself. I kind of like pushing in with the heavy. I do know. I don't know, circa like 3 years ago, there was this hot play on Granary where teams sometimes would push in last with a heavy up on the pipe. But I'm curious to see where he's going to do it here.
It's definitely a thing in Europe to push a Pootis on too. Like that does happen. It has been known to happen. And a spy. Oh boy, here we go with the Carter spy. Hanging out on the backup point. Doesn't know what's going on. They haven't spy checked, but they do have a pyro. So maybe they're aware.
Yeah, Sandblast A does get a nice reflect there, then take some damage, so I have to be careful. I'm kind of curious where they're going to push in. Are they going to like... Obviously the heavy needs to be part of the Uber at some point in time, but they're just taking a lot of spam damage. Are they just going to let kind of the spy does it? Look where he's just spamming from. I don't really know. This is a very interesting tactic. He's just kind of saying, I'm right here and I'm shooting you and I don't care. I mean, I do understand he's making it so Ash maybe can get a shot to go for a stab. Maybe we'll check out the Ash cam. He looks like he's trying to go for his move right now. Ooh, you sneaky deaky spy. They're spamming. They definitely kind of know he's there, but
yeah, like I think it's like a waiting game at this point. Like wait for the spy to make a play. They're only up by 1 round. If you play this right, it's tied game.
Yeah, I just saw Sandblast run back into spawn and check right now for the spy. Did you see him? Oh my god, he was trying to matrix dodge those. Yeah, he's gone. We're gonna see maybe he can do a little trick stab Carter style. It doesn't seem he actually is still alive.
Yeah, he made it out. He definitely got hit by some of those rollers, so they knew he was there somehow. Not sure if he bumped into him or what, but Patty's back on scout. No more Pootis Patty, but I don't know. Ash is still on spy. I'm curious if they just decide to push without the spy play.
Yeah, they gotta wait till they at least go Kryptonite. That was kind of weird. I think maybe at this point in time what they're gonna try to do is have an engage and then have Ash come in behind and maybe get a pick when like the fighting is actually going down and all the heads are turned. Because right now, without that Pootis, oh god, I really want to see a Pootis push, but they need to be careful. Oh my goodness. That's on the. That's what they needed. I just really wish they didn't lose 2 people there because that's. I guess Ash was one of them, but like they lost to like a reflecting
Kryptonite at the same time.
Yeah, and the worst part was it was like a pretty dumb death from Kryptonite. I was actually watching him from his perspective. I wasn't sure what he was trying to do there. Like I understand turning the head for Ash was great, but just killing the demo man, he's back up already. So it's not like you really accomplished that much.
I think he just wanted to make something happen. He's back on Soldier now. I think he just wanted an excuse to die at that point.
I do see that. So, I'm gonna see where they're gonna push in now. This is another Sunshine kind of stalemate last push, or maybe they're gonna buff up Patty and send somebody in. Like I do realize they really want this cap and they don't want to make any mistakes, but you have to at least make your opponent make a mistake. You just sitting back, they're not gonna make any mistakes. I'd like to see maybe another sack or 2. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, no, they're building a gun. Like they're not going anywhere. They're already up 1 point. It's on you. All right, Ash is in. Ash is out.
They get
Ash
the gun.
Survives.
They're gonna rotate if they can get Ash.
Chase the little.
Ooh. I actually like this play. So they got the gun. Now they're gonna push in with Uber. That does make sense. You get rid of the 7th player. Now he's only come back as a little one. There are some revenge crits going out, does a lot of damage, but Red's going to have to get out. They just telegraphed what they were doing too much. They took too long on that left side.
Of course, it's so good.
Yeah, did you see that? That was smooth. That was smooth.
Alright. Yeah, they got pushed way the heck out. Unlucky, but I feel like this is a bad position for them to be in general. Like, they'd probably have more luck if they did the roll in from second, but they're just not. They're refusing to lead. Ford does not want to lead last.
They're checking their spy again for last, and they're not really obligated to. Like, if the other team is going to bone their pushes this much, like, you don't really need to. Like, yeah, I think they'd be happy to win 1-0 right now. So, I really hope Red puts their collective brains together and like pulls together a play. Like, that's not bad. Sandblast dying there is pretty big. So, yeah, I guess that's the mistake they needed.
Stickies here from stock. No. All right, this is problematic. There is a singular sticky underneath the mid-air unicyclers here, and that isn't going to do anything to either of them because they both have pretty good health. So I do not think this ends well for your boy Corsa. Mr. Stock is currently being healed, so he'll probably survive. But I think the only thing that's going to make a difference here is if they can somehow get some sick damage, fat pipes onto these two soldiers. Unfortunate timing for the pause, though. I'm not sure. It must be technical, because usually pauses they try to do between rounds, I think.
Yeah, no,
is that a thing here?
I mean, I would like to get North American TF2 that much credit, but I assure you that's not how pauses work in here. So,
unlike, I guess Europeans are just more polite with their pauses.
Yeah, no. Yeah, well, that's we can take a listen.
Ooh, we're back.
Ooh, I was about to say he did have the wrong gun on too, so he can only launch stickies. Did you see that? Oh, of course. Oh, of course, I did a little surfer Rooney there. Let's see.
Kryptonite took this. Oh, he got Bear! Bear is down! That is no
huge.
Uber. Nick pops off and they push in. This is looking beautiful for these guys now. If they can get onto the point or kill anything, they're in a great
they're just
position.
Scared. Do you see them? Do you see them with that Uber? They just were playing ring around the lollygag. I don't think that's a real thing, but they were doing it around.
Kited really well.
Yeah, they were playing around those barrels. I don't understand it. So yeah.
They should have won that. Like, not interested, should have taken that easily. Very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Interesting.
Very interesting from not interesting, or you know what I'm saying. So, well, I guess we're in for more of a how does Red effectively push last, because Blue has no reason to move out. Just freaking load the dice into a cup and roll them. Maybe it's better than what they're doing at this point in time. Just start flinging people in. You're surely not going to win the game by doing this strategy. I mean, you killed the damn medic, and
yeah, that was the most glorious shot they were going to have. Like,
yeah. Oh, I either want to see some more off-classing, like let's continue with some of the off-classing, or
Corsa's back on scout. The sentry goes down. They use in. They're going to go for it.
Yeah, they use in, but I don't like their health. It was kind of an early Uber. We'll see if they can get
and
any players.
And they kited again really effectively. Now the Uber comes through. It's too much. Too much.
Nope.
The only way they're going to get this is on a back cap.
Yep, kudos to Bear there, only keeping his Uber between two people. Quite often there when people would pop, he had at least 5 people or 4 people within his reach to cover with it. It lasted long enough for them to clean everything up. There is 30 seconds left. I mean, I guess I don't know how that works with the pause, but at least on our end it says the round's very close to being over. So we'll see if they cap back, can reset that. We did see Ninja Nick go down. He got chased down by Sandblast. I guess that's what happens when you can't push in and you keep trying for 20 minutes. Eventually the other team is just going to take advantage of one of your mistakes.
For me it says no time limit, so I don't have the actual map time.
6
Alright,
minutes,
6 minutes left.
Little birdie
this
in
is
my
still
ear. Thank
winnable.
you, sir.
Definitely winnable for this half. We get the sack in from Carter, but it doesn't look like he's going to get anything. He does get the pop-off, though.
Yeah,
that could be useful if Nick can get out, though.
Oh god, he needs to be careful. Jarrett's not going to let him go. Wow! Nick rode that.
What a god. Yeah. Oh no, Side Guy's on him, and he's alone.
Oh, we'll see if Side goes for his jump. Nick, where are you hiding at? He's hiding behind the pole. He gets protected from this soldier. Oh no, they trade. Oh no, yeah, there's gonna be another point for Blue because Red is just getting their spawners now, and they're not gonna have good health. Oh my goodness, Jarrett, that was a pipe. Oh man, oh, does he get another one? No, Blue just has to get on the point. I want to say Blue can't cap, but Blue can cap. 2-0 with about 4 minutes left in the round. Let's see what happens next here.
Yeah, that was really unlucky. Like a lot of that stalemate, I feel like there were opportunities, like you said, that weren't taken, and at the same time, the opportunities that they had 2 really nice pushes into last, and they were just kited so easily. And I feel like that is the biggest issue that they're having there, is like whenever they do something right, they're just getting kited to heck.
Kited the heckin' back. So we're gonna see where blue can. I don't know what's happening. This is very interesting. They're just kind of backing out, at least with everybody alive this time. Yeah, I do like to see Nick getting out, but I feel like that's kind of been the story of this game. Nick getting out, or Nick running away from a fight, and then 60% of the time getting out. So, we'll see if that, but they are able to hold last most of these times, so it's not like it really punishes them that much, I guess. I guess when he dies, it does. About 4 minutes left, I'd say. 3 minutes left, and 4.5. Another beautiful birdie in my ear feeding me information. Thank you very much. And
of course, the spy having a little sneaky peeky in lobby. Let's see. Oh, please. What's gonna happen?
Oh man, what's he gonna do, Corsa? What are you gonna do here?
I can't wait for the spicy backstab.
He's probably gonna go for it. Wait, does he see? Does he see? Does he see?
Oh my god!
Does he see? What? Jesus! Oh my goodness! How can you? I swear he was 1 pixel away from Bear at least 17 times there. So, oh god, we're gonna see the uncloak soon. He's got to make his move. Come on, Corsa. Right now, it's just a bad opportunity to do so. Everybody's turned. He's actually taking the long route. He's taking the nice scenic route to the backstab. Ooh, god,
someone's gonna have to stack on the medic, so he needs the pack. I think that's the only way.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually a good call. Interesting. We'll see if they push in on that. Maybe he's just going to run up. Once he sees him go inside, he's thinking about it. We're not paying attention to any. I want to be like, I'm not paying attention to the last point at all, but I think it's pretty hard not to want to watch the Corsa cam right here. Can he get up there and stab the med? He's just taking a really long time to do this.
Is their sniper getting any pigs?
Yeah. He's finally uncloaked. Here he comes. Zoning, can you get the demo man? Who can he get here? They're losing too many people. Corsa, you're taking so long to do this. You're really
Corsa!
You're baiting right now. Please stop baiting, Corsa. All right. He is gonna. I mean, that helps. He does get a stab, which is pretty important.
Was it worth it?
I don't know. He's gonna get boned here, and it's just an Uber with just 2 people versus a beautiful blue Uber. I don't really like that play. I mean, I understand why he was like being patient and whatever, but like.
Yeah, but if you're gonna take that position, right? He's standing above the health pack, which means you need someone to jump the medic and hurt him enough so that he has to back up and take the pack, because that's automatically what he's gonna do, right? And it's just the health pack. He's not gonna be afraid to walk over there on his own. That's the ideal situation for that. And I don't know if they missed the setup or what, but like, there's no reason why he'd be sitting next to the health pack unless he was expecting someone to do that, right?
No,
which doesn't make sense.
I know. So as per usual. Unless these teams are super aggro and want to ready up right now, I do love to go through some stats. With Ford Gaming up 3-0. I'll post just so people have it in the chat there too. Put that in the chat. Oh, it doesn't. I can post links, I think. I don't know, maybe. So if I can post links, perhaps the chat saw it. So moving to these stats. So who off the bat? I mean. I always break it down to medics. It's actually not that disparaging. Usually I can say the Uber charge to death ratio is completely off. That's in a 3-0 like that, but it's just been so stalematey with both medics on 10 Uber charges. Bears at 6 deaths, Ninja Nick's on 10. For losing 0-3, being 10 and 10, not awful. He does have more assists too, so obviously the crits helps with that. I kind of just want to see, honestly, who's doing the big damage right now. Sai is sitting at 20 and 14. He's at 308. Not bad. So it's right now, first half, Sai leading the server. So, not awful right now. In regards to frags, it's kind of a tie. Sandblast and our boy Yoshua Pudis seems to be sitting on 23. That's not bad. 23 and 12 is pretty nice. So with 11 captures as well, he's definitely doing his role. So,
it tells the story. I mean, for sure you can see Ash is definitely the make space player based on the KD. Like that there's no stats for space made. There's the stat right there.
Yeah, definitely space made. See if I can pull anything else from these stats. Rubbing my Magic 8 Ball is really just kind of made up on the fly stuff. But let's see. I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's hard to deny. Sai sitting there. The medic tests aren't really that disparaging. I guess who's dying the most? Ash. Oh God, I wish I didn't see that stat. Ash is sitting at 9 and 18 right now, but I guess that's fine when you're kind of
That's what I
throwing
said.
when you're throwing your
That's
body
how
at
you
people in a
know.
losing effort. Yeah,
Yeah, that's how you know this guy is like taking one in the chin. He's trying, man.
he is. He is trying. He got 2 capture point blocks. Yeah, we'll go through. You know what Ash is doing? He is leading the damn server in capture point blocks. Okay. I think that. Oh God, I wish the old ESEA page for like how matches went was still up because I do want to see the awards. I think there was a capture blocks award. You know how they had all those like silly awards? They had names for them. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you know what? I miss those stats. What was like the one like I'm the Uber mensch with like the fucking Uber charges and stuff like that. Let's see if anybody, how many people have readied up right now? What we're sitting on? One, two, no, not a lot. So we're sitting on about half the players readied up so far. They're just taking, perhaps not interested, just taking this time to be like, dudes, we've played
Get
together
it
before.
together.
Yeah, get it together. We've done this. Like we've played together. We've played well at lands. We played well in the playoffs. Like all these players are capable of putting up. I'm not gonna say putting up a much better effort than they are right now, but they know how to play Sunshine, and they're not completely outclassed by the players on the other team. So it's like, I don't know. I can't really put anything finger exactly on it because I mentioned earlier I do see quite often the mid is just Ninja Nick, thank God, giving out with somebody.
Yeah.
So, you know, he is dying a little here and there. I don't know.
I think when they strong arm them, not interested does quite well. But when they're not, it's like sometimes they're just not all on the same page as the feeling that I like the vibe that you get is
No,
like
no, I can feel
people
that.
start taking 1v1s and they'll win the 1v1, but by the time they've done that, their team's already done. So it's kind of a moot point. So that's what I was saying, like more like they're winning the DM game on that level of like person to person DM they're winning, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
like once it gets down to like the actual game itself, it's like unlucky while you were winning that your team died.
Oh yeah, they're fraggers. I mean, look at the players. They're freaking like Ash Patty, Corsa. Like these guys, like
Yeah, they're
they know
fraggers.
how to frag. They're fraggers. Gamers are gonna game, and they're gaming hard. But the gaming's not lining up for them right now. Maybe they just need to game a little harder. I don't know. Maybe they need. Can you guys send them? I don't know. Somebody send them some energy in chat. Somebody send not interested some energy. That's what I actually
Some
need to
20B
see.
energy up in
Hey,
here.
let's get some like 20B energy or something like that. What's the one spam? Like, it's like I don't even know. I just need if they need something, and maybe it's freaking copy pastas. I don't know.
I feel like copy pastas would do the trick, honestly.
I don't know. So we're still sitting on. I wonder what they're talking about. I'm trying to see who it is. Who it is? Who? Okay, Corsa and Ninja Nick are both both kind of just sitting there chilling. Maybe they're having a personal conversation and just saying, "Listen, I believe in you. You believe in me. You know, let's we got this. We
I
got
mean, maybe
this."
they're exchanging YouTube playlists. You
Could
never
be.
know. Like,
Yeah,
listen
could
to
be.
this banger. This will put you in the right headspace.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, there's nothing wrong with
Some of
that.
that new Stormzy, man. It's good.
There's nothing wrong with that. Seriously, I wish if like I was if I was getting ravaged at halftime, if somebody's like, "Listen to this" and get in the right mood. Yeah, music can completely shift your mood, change your mood, put you in a
Have another beer. Listen to a banger. Feel good
yeah.
about life.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. You know, still sitting here. I guess they're not really. Everybody seems to be here now. Now they're all on AFK. Who is the last? Who are you? Who are you who hasn't readied up? I'm gonna find you.
Someone went to go play with their cat, and it's all
Yeah.
over. Someone's mom made them empty the dishwasher. What's the other ones? Dad unplugged the internet.
Dad
Roommate
unplugged the
is
internet.
doing stuff.
Roommate's
Girlfriend's yelling
uploading
at me.
stuff. Yeah, it could be that. I'm trying to think of some classic ones. Yeah, those are definitely some classic ones. And here we go. Lo and behold, looks like they're done with their roommate unplugging the internet. So we're good. Off to the middle.
Way, all right. So forward F-150 is up 3 going into the second half. It is very possible for Not Interested to do a swift comeback should they feel the need to do so. So we're going to see them come into mid, and I'm expecting some high bombs. Let's see who goes for it. Kryptonite for the high bomb. Distraction, jumps away. Ash
jumps
behind. Seen this before. Let's see if Ash can do anything from Cafe. Bombs the medic. Here we go. Bear down. Well done, boys. Nick's
done, boys.
alive. It's just Sandblast and Tripway left. They're gonna run for Nick, and he gets him. Unlucky.
Oh no! And
That
Nick
should
did
not
so
have happened.
well. No, not at all.
That should not have
Nicholas.
happened.
Nicholas. Nicholas,
I
Nicholas,
mean,
Nicholas.
I'm not saying it's Nick's fault at all. I'm saying the two guys standing next to him.
You think? Yeah, I
maybe
guess.
shoot the soldier.
Yeah, I mean, it would help, you know,
That's all I'm saying.
if your crosshair was over the opposition and you decided to click your mouse button, that perhaps could help. But,
It's
you know,
an easy game. You just click on their heads, you know?
and shoot head, get kill, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's how it goes. We're gonna see how they're gonna push in here because they're both at even Ubers. Fortunately, I say that, but it is like 10% towards Bear.
They don't know that though.
Yeah, Sandblast is on spy for 1 quick second, just checking for obviously the beam because Nick is prone to pulling out that critical Krieg. I'd be ballsy as hell to do it now, but you know I've seen stranger things. It looks like here comes a sack coming in. Doesn't really accomplish much. They do get Psy. I eat my words right then and there. That was a decent pick because now they could definitely push it off this being so close to Ubers.
Yeah, Trip is too hurt to help out. Another pot. Man, I wish my parents didn't watch Netflix when I had to play serious games of TF2.
Okay. No. Let's see. We'll see if somebody lost their internet or my dog is running around, something like that. I mean, that's a good problem to have, I guess. You know, if you had to pause from your dog running around, you can't be too mad about that. Who could be too mad about that? Like I'd even type in chat. Chill.
Man, my dog needs to chill on that though.
Is your dog running around a lot?
Yeah. He's 3 months old, you know, so he likes to get his face he wants to be on the keyboard. It's problematic.
That's such a he's probably gonna like sleep on the keyboard. It's such a cat thing. I've never had like a dog like small enough for a puppy where I could just like sit on my lap while I'm playing computer games. Kind of envious of that.
Are you seeing the frozen scout?
Oh, what's he doing?
He looks like he's drowning. Sandblast.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
He's like he's drowning, but he can't swim. Oh.
That is a kind of a funny spot to be in right there. Now, interesting thing though, when him and Corsair rumble here, what do you think Sandblast is actually trying to accomplish? Is he going to back up?
I think Sandblast's Tripwise there. Twipper just jumped back because he was too hurt. And I think Sandblast did not realize that he jumped away for heals. So now that Trip has his arrow, he wants to get back in. You can see him. He rotated back behind second, and now he's going to come back in and help with the spam. But at this point in time, because he left, Sandblast walked forward, which maybe wasn't the play. And I'm pretty sure he's about to get mulched by the 2 projectiles heading for his face.
Yeah, look where Ash is looking at him from. Ash is just saying, "Thank you, sir. You're dead."
Nice
I'm going to launch
yeah.
you into like 4 people. So, and the issue with this is they're going to be able to push in off of this. So there's still like kind of evenish Ubers. They're going to lose once they lose this player here. Kind of the scout hanging out. You can see where they're going to move in. Look, they're already in a perfect position. They're at decent health. He hits an arrow, maybe gives some overbuffs. I think Corsa rotates left to turn some eyes, and they should be able to pretty easily push off of this almost guaranteed pick. So
I don't know if.
Sorry,
I don't know if Yosh was a spawner or if he's just holding back. But it feels like he's like ready for the escape.
Yeah,
right there.
That is interesting. So
I don't know. I don't know if he was a respawn though. If he's a respawn, that makes sense. But I know Trip just got his heal and is probably going to go back. But they are exposed. They're quite exposed from this angle.
They are. What are they doing out there, all exposed? We'll see. This really could be what not interested needs. They really like this. God, so much momentum can shift in games like this. TF2 is literally all about momentum. Like TF2 is the game where I've seen the most reverse sweeps ever. Literally, I've never seen any more reverse sweeps than in a game like TF2, and it just takes one round. It takes Sandblast being out of position this one time. You get around, and then you roll. You get the next round, and you roll. You put that little bit of doubt in somebody's head, and you continue to roll. The game is so momentum based; it's almost sickening sometimes. But that's kind of why we still play it. It's like a damn roller coaster. It's addicting. So, you know.
Yeah, no, it's once you get that real estate. Oh, we're back. Sandblast got out, but the double bomb came in.
Oh, no.
They did not kill anything, but everyone's hurt. Trip finally goes down, but it looks like they're going to make the escape underneath to last, so that still went very well, and it looks like they're going to try to roll it in off that one pick.
Good, I want to see around for them. Hopefully they don't beef it. That's a pretty nice pick. Oh, no. They got to back up.
Well, they popped the Uber off, but my Ubers are frozen, so I can't see.
Other percentages,
I'm pretty sure Nick still has
it.
Pretty sure Nick still has Uber and made it out with his Uber, in which case they're in a good position right now to hold second. Or, I guess not hold second?
Does that work? Reload scheme did not work. I think I might have to reconnect. That's annoying. But or I think a medic has to die. I don't know. I should be able to get my Ubers back in a second. Nick definitely has his Uber. on that note. Look where Sandblast is peeking. He's just waiting for anybody. He's saying, please, please peek your head. Ash does, Sandblast misses, and that's that. So I guess that was less exciting than I thought it would be. You see the blue Uber from here. Heard it. They do have the high ground. We're going to see if they're going to keep it here. Fred doesn't have an Uber. Just got to get some point time. You see him just trying to
They got to kill something, man. They really have to kill something. Like, at this point, if they're 6 up, it's not about cap time. It's more about making sure that things die. Like, they're not killing anything. They're not going to have much effect on this.
No, they do finally get a frag. Ooh. They're starting to launch bodies in here right now.
It's not looking good.
Nick and Stock are just going to go down here. Will Nick make it out, though? We'll see if he can perhaps get a saw. No, Nick is 100% dying here. Oh, my goodness. He's posturing up for this saw. Is he going to get launched now? My God. I don't know if he wants to kill bind here or not, because he is still up. Nick, you sneaky little dog, you. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Finally goes down. But did you see that?
That surf was actually insane.
Yeah, he pulled a freaking huge Jukerino there. That was insane.
Alright, well, we are at full Uber for Ford F-150, built Ford Tough, and Nick is just respawning with his boy Ash. What's gonna happen with mid? I think they're just gonna leave it be and hang out on second, see if they can do anything from here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any real reason to consider any other option right now. Maybe we're gonna see if they can do anything, cause some spam coming in, because they're sitting here at a pretty big Uber disadvantage, so they need to be careful now. They're holding this high ground, and they're just waiting for soldiers to jump them. Size going in, and they kind of have a mid-air fight. Here comes the rest of the reinforcements. Do you see where they're sneaking in behind? Red sending some players in deep already.
Yeah, they tried to get a poke in on Bear, but he was in too deep, and now they're down Ash and Kryptonite. Awkward last hold, didn't have time to build anything or set anything up. The Uber gets popped in. This time, not interested or kiting. Unfortunately, they're kiting too effectively, and they're not doing anything to stop the point cap.
Yeah, so we're sitting on 4-0 right now. Yeah, it is quite unlucky. So perhaps what could be the last mid. I want to see them get it together. I'm not interested. Damn, they have the skill to do this. They just need to their momentum's even going for them too. Yeah. So see if they can change anything different right now. Stock does get out the mid. He's kind of playing aggressively right there. Jared's pretty slow. Stock's getting some good spam down. He does hit the medic, or excuse me, the demo man. Most soldiers from blue are jumping in. Do you see Psy Guy going behind? He may be able to get him the med if he continues to rep.
Looks like he's not interested in taking that route.
He's in cafe. Oh, launches a quick rocket.
Trip was for the jump. They're actually repushing this, and Nick goes down. That's unlucky. I don't think they were fully prepared for the repush there.
No, they weren't at all. I think they ended up turning like 2 heads for what was happening in cafe, and the second you do that, players of the caliber of Red are just going to completely push in. Oh, their heads are turned. Don't mind if I do. Thank you, base god. They're pushing in. They don't care.
Yeah, they've got some good timings on their stuff. Like, you can tell that it's like their team's ready to move by the time the sack comes in. It's a very nice, spicy, crisp timing. Let's see what Ash is gonna do on the sniper. I don't think Carter's sniped yet. I don't think.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I don't think he has yet either. Maybe like real quick last, but just at some irrelevant time. We know he can do nice stuff. We know the boy knows how to click heads. So,
oh yeah.
We'll see. We'll see where he's lined up at. Oh god. Oh, well, that was not clicking on ahead. They're actually gonna play. Ooh, that was a nice shot though.
Denied. High bomb coming in from Trip, but he's pretty low on health. It's like he's gonna get into lobby. They're just gonna get out, give this up for free. 3 down. Ouch. I think this might be the end of the day for our boys.
Maybe.
Not interested.
I know. Oh, Nick, don't get caught out. Not like this. Please, not like this. Oh, he is caught out. Few on the point. We'll see if Red has any kind of mercy at all, if they can pull any picks off there. Oh, no. Ooh, they are getting some frags here, but finally they do cap. And
you know what, though? You know what, though?
No,
they don't even care. They're not even interested. Lol. So
yeah, they're not. Yeah, so they can literally lose every match the rest of the season, and they can say, point to my name, just not interested. So,
we didn't even care.
I mean, that's kind of a nice I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of a nice backup plan to have in case stuff goes awful. You could just play off the this season, whatever. We're not interested. So well, that's 5-0.
It's too cool to play this game in the first place.
That is a 5-0. 3-0 and then 2-0. That second half went quicker than I thought. I guess I'll bring up the stats for posterity's sake, but I don't. They're kind of ugly. I'm not gonna lie. So I guess I'll go through them real quick. Bear, who had 6 deaths in the first half, uh, accumulated one more death the whole second half. So he finished with 7 deaths and 14 Uber charges. Very nice. Thumbs up, partner. Old Nicholas, unfortunately, his ratio of 10 to 10 went the sour way. He finished with 15 deaths and 12 Uber charges. So medic-wise, I do think perhaps Bear got a little bit of the upper hand here, a little bit of the advantage. I'll tip my hat to him for that little 1v1. Otherwise, I just kind of want to see who was pounding hard. So first half, overall, I'm just trying to see, like, most frags wise, 32. Our boy Yoshua Pudis. Oh my God, 30. He went 32 and 14. That's gotta feel good. Your team's sitting at, well, I guess 7-1 now, and you're just farming another team full of players on your caliber. Like that's gotta be great. People gotta watch out, man. He's hitting his stride. These guys, they're as good as their record. You know, Ford built, was it Bill Ford top? They keep on damn rolling. They seriously just keep on rolling. So
yeah, he was pocket out, right? Like
that, he was
so
like.
it's perfect. Like, you're feeding him kills because, like, the amount of bombs that went onto Barrett, like, you have to imagine that 90% of that damage that Yosh got was just off of, like, people trying to get in Bear's face.
That wasn't bad. Now let's see who got the most deaths. That's the next question.
Oh, that's a good one. Who made the most space? Kryptonite. Kryptonite is the space made champion.
Equals made. Space, the final frontier. Sometimes you can also make it, and he gets that one. So kudos to him once again. I kind of just want to go through and we'll give everybody a little award here. So, you know, we gave the Space Equals Made award because we don't have them anymore. So now I have to make up some awards. What else can we do?
Capture did they not do that thing anymore that's like cry some more and then like really cheesy, like old school terms they used to do?
It's when ESEA.
Those were terrible.
Well, okay, they were terrible, but I could at least like give somebody a silver lining, like you got the Cry Some More award, so you get whatever. I don't know.
Good job, you died a lot.
We can call it that. See, now I'm gonna make up names for them.
The Space Made Award, which is the like worst Katie on the map that's a soldier, is the Space Made Award.
So that's Space Equals Made. Space Equals Made. You know, I use that in real. People don't understand. Like the equals space equals creator, space equals made. I use that in real life, and people look at me so cockeyed. I mean, they understand what it makes, but like, it's just so weird when gaming terms bleed into real life. Like space equals made. It's just like random situations. I could be like, you know, in a supermarket and pushing my cart, and you know, I almost run into somebody, but I like take a left and south. It's like space equals made. I don't know. Is that normal? Am I normal?
Do you know what mine is? My worst one that comes up is like people will be talking about like, oh man, this like awful thing happened to you. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, yeah, it wasn't our map, really.
It wasn't our map. But the thing is, though, that's the cool part about it. Like, even the video game terminology carries over. It really does. Yeah. And it's funny. It's not strange enough where people don't totally understand it, but sometimes they're just like,
contextually they do. But yeah. I'm pretty sure that my mom sometimes is just like, oh, see, you're cute. You speak your own little language. That's adorable.
We call that leet speak. Let's go over the invite before we do wrap up here. I do want to go over one final how invite is shaping up right now. As we expected, Ascent is sitting still at 7-0. Nothing has changed. The more insane thing is they have 34 rounds for and 6 rounds against. You sirs have played 7 matches. Maybe there was a forfeit win in there. There might have been, and you have given up less rounds than matches played. Now, same goes to Froyo, but they also have 1 loss in that loss category. So they're sitting at number 2, and you know that makes Banny mad. So they got to be careful there. I actually want to see, after them losing their last match and kind of getting embarrassed by their rivals, how much they come back now to their. Actually, I'm curious. Who does Froyo play now? Let's take a peek. They're actually playing on Product against Cafe Monster. So we're going to see how angry they are and how much they just want to 4-0 that real quick. So maybe Froyo can go on their own little roll after losing to Ascent. Ford Gaming, 3rd place. Let's check their schedule real quick. They do have upcoming matches versus Ascent on Sunshine. That's got to feel good. You win here 5-0. yes, Ascent's the best, but you go up, you roll that in. You
Bro,
roll the
is
momentum.
Sunshine just the invite map now? Like now they added map picks, so everyone's like, let's just all play Sunshine all the time.
I got no qualms with that. I do like the map. They do are going up against Edhead and then Cafe Monster after that. So Ford Gaming, outside of their next match against Ascent, it's looking good for them. They seriously, if they keep winning, they can go in with the number 2 seed. I guess they are going to end up having they're 30-13, so they're not going to pass Froyo for rounds 4 rounds against. But let's keep moving down though. We do have Cafe Monster, kind of the quiet. Cafe Monster sitting at 5-2 right now.
That's
Five
not
and
bad.
two in fourth place. No, that's not bad
That's
at all.
definitely the top of the bracket.
Yeah, so 5-2 is enough for fourth place right now. But Space Pirates not interested. Like these teams, the thing about both of them is, as I was mentioning in the pregame, they have the quality of players to not beef. They have the quality of players / they are like homies and they've been playing together for a while to pull it together, and they can beat these teams ahead of them on any given night. Will that line up correctly? Will we put the dice in the cup and roll it out and they get sixes, all sixes? Perhaps. We don't know what's going to happen, but there's a possibility for it. They're very talented. I do want to see their schedule coming up right now. They are facing Space Pirates. That's huge. I thought this one was huge for those guys. You two, it's the 5th and 6th seed fighting to get a foot up on Cafe Monster, or not a foot up, but a foot closer to them. So that is huge. That's going to be next. Then not interested gets a forfeit from King's Crew. So all of a sudden you're sitting at 4 and 5. Cafe Monster loses a map maybe, and fourth place is completely within reach. Like, just because they lost this 5-0 does not mean anything for their season. They can keep it together. I hope they just remind themselves somehow that every single player there is great. Every single player there can kick ass. Like there's no reason they can't finish the season fourth place.
So with the ESEA, is it top 4 go to semis, or how does it work?
Yeah. You want to get the top 4 spot. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, you're sitting at 2 and 5. It still is a possibility. I don't know. I don't know if they need to shift anything around, but let's just finish off invite. It goes Space Pirates not interested. Excellent Theory of Dunk is sitting at 1 and 5 below them, probably out of the rain for any playoff implications. Edhead, our boys at Edhead, are 1 at 7, and then rest in pieces, King's Crew below. So I don't know. This is for the last season of ESEA invite. It's obviously the first few seeds are pretty set in stone, but as per usual, that 4th seed is really going to be fought for.
Yeah, that should be contested.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. So, anyways, probably should wrap up here. I'm talking a little too much for it being a 5-0, but it's been a.
It was a good 5-0. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was a mad fun game to watch. Like, honestly, the first round was probably the most interesting one because the back and forth went on for so long. But I don't know. That's what I like watching about the game.
Seriously, it's a beautiful game to watch. I do like that about TF2. It could be a 5-0, and maybe it's just because I love casting and I'm always looking at things from like a third person perspective, but there's always cool shit to whatever. You know what I mean? There's always cool stuff to find. So
yeah, boy.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we should probably wrap up here. So this was a week 5 match. It was a 5-0 for Ford Gaming. Keep on trucking, partners versus not interested. Kind of puts them in a solid 3rd place position. So
well done, boys.
Yeah, we're just going to continue with this season of invite. If I do recommend everybody do go to teamfortress.tv for all your Team Fortress the Second needs. Whatever you want to do, if you want to
make it your homepage, make it your background for your phone. Put it on your tablet. Take it with you. Take it with you to the bathroom. Just enjoy all the TF2 content you can right there on the toilet.
Yeah. Just take a screenshot and put it on a t-shirt. To take a screenshot of the Team Fortress TV front page. I don't know, that wouldn't be awful. You would see if you were to do that right now.
Something about Oz Fortress, I think. Yeah, Oz Fortress.
Yeah. You would see.
It's actually quite nice art. I would put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, you'd see threads such as earthquaking players, what is this, and please grooming help. That wouldn't be awful. So there you go. So and if any of those things interest you, please do go check out Team Fortress TV because there will be some nice posts there. So anyways, too much rambling here. But I would like to thank everybody for joining us. This has been another cast from Team Fortress TV. I would like to thank the Looster himself, our man behind the lens. If we can give maybe a heart or two in chat for him, the production is always appreciated. Sammy and I, we just have to talk about the game. We get to watch it. The production are the real MVPs. So thank you very much, as per usual, to them. So thank you very much. This is myself, Sammy. Any last words?
Peace, brother.
All right. Just like that, guys. Have a good night. Team Fortress TV signing off.